doing that? That's why that went up?
I don't know. They said it was, but then I just found out, oh, we live. What's up, folks? Ain't nothing going on here. Very informal tonight. Y'all going to hear me and Kenyon just talking. So what I'm talking about right now is, and I'll say this again for those of you that file in here, had internet problems, man. You know, I was supposed to do the dual streams. I just finished that one with my brother Smitty over there. His Lions got Panay Sewell, so he's hyped. I'm on my phone. So that's how we gonna rock tonight. My internet was going crazy. It has come back. But, you know, me being smart, being proactive, I'm not gonna chance doing it on the computer in case it goes down again. I'll just stay on the 5G connection. But at least I got my TV back, so I can watch some of this stuff myself. But what's up, everybody? Like I said, very informal tonight. I've already said hello to Lanisha. No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I said hello to Odessa and Destiny, who are in the other stream. So what's up, Lanisha? Hello, Miss Lady. How you doing? Let me see if anybody else is in here that I need to speak to as far as the ladies. Mr. Winninham's in the building. Got to say hello to Mr. Winningham. Always that. And I think that should be good. Somebody said it's on. Oh, I guess he just talked about the Steelers. But yeah, man, we plan to just be here chatting it out. I'm gonna give y'all a heads up in advance because it kept happening in the last stream. Actually, let me turn this phone around so I'm looking at the camera perspective properly. There we go. But what kept happening in the last stream, me trying to jerry rig a setup here.
I don't want to interrupt you. Chicago just traded up.
Oh boy.
And you know they about to pick up. You know they about to pick, right?
I got a feeling, man. Let's see. The phone kept falling, guys, and I'm trying to do my jerry rig. And like I said, for you guys who are from a certain culture, y'all know what we usually call that. But I'm gonna keep it PC. Like my pops would call it would definitely not be jerry rig. And it's not working. So hold on, man. I'm gonna walk away for a second. Let me see if I can get. Hold on. Let me see what Chicago doing. Who's this guy right here? Oh, that's Devontae.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize he was that small, man. He looked real small.
Dude, he's 175.
That's all? Dang. I didn't realize that. I for some reason I never really because I didn't study him like that.
Right. Because we knew we weren't getting him. That's why. So he didn't.
Philly. So let me get this straight.
They lost. So think about who they lost. They lost 2 receivers. They lost 3 receivers. So they had Rager last year, and kid out of Stanford from 2 years ago, who's not really not devastating. And then you draft now. So if you put Devontae with him, you're basically just trying to give their quarterback weapons. So I don't agree. I mean, my personal opinion is they need help they need help in a lot of areas. So I don't know. I don't know.
And they keep going with that little receiver, man. I mean, go all the way back to y'all know who I'm talking about, man. Play with the Raiders.
Oh yeah.
Was the dude had all the drops when he was with Philly. Rager? No, not Rager.
That's not Rager.
Aguilar.
Who actually played good last year, which is interesting.
Surprising, right? When he got himself out of Philly.
He started playing with him.
All right. And bear with me, guys. I'm just sharing the stream out, man, since I was trying to do so much on the phone all at the same time. It just wasn't working.
And then, they had Alshon Jeffrey for a long time, but Alshon Jeffrey wasn't he wasn't going to stretch the field. He just was he was a contested catch type guy. You know what I mean? And, he served his purpose.
And heads up, guys, before we talk about this next pick, after we talk about this next pick and while we wait for the next one, there's a rumor that there's a deal being close to being done in Pittsburgh.
Oh, deal's done.
Anybody know who that is by any chance? Y'all still think we're going to pick a quarterback this year?
Exactly.
I'm just saying. It sounds like the Steelers are doing what we said a few weeks back. Stopgap, maybe. It sounds like that, but I don't know. We'll get into it, man, because I want to hear Kenyon's thoughts on. I have my thought process, but I want to hear what Kenyon's thoughts are on Rudolph doing that now, as opposed to waiting. But we'll see. Hey, here we go. Pick is in.
Yeah, Justin Fields.
That's what they got?
Justin Fields.
Gotcha. Y'all know I'm a little bit delayed because I don't have actual cable. You know, I do the internet thing.
So that basically tells you that, look, I wish him the best. I don't know about that. It's more the Chicago coaching, the organization. It's not even Justin Fields. It's the organization that right. I have no faith in. So, but yeah.
So y'all already know what his nickname got to be, right? Soldier Fields. Huh? I'm telling y'all, I used to rap, man. You know, I got metaphors all day. Some similes, if you will. That's a crazy bar if you say it the right way.
Hey, you know, he's exactly right. That is a crazy. If you put it in the right verse, yeah, you do it the right way, you flip it, yeah.
Right person saying that's out of here.
Yep.
Dang, man, I'm way behind.
They don't have any weapons though, man.
Let me see if ESPN is faster. Y'all know I got that IPTV, man. For y'all that don't know what I'm talking about, is that, you know, joints that you paid $24 a month, or in my case, $59 for 3 months. All the channels, NFL Network, NFL. I got all MLB, all that jazz.
I'm about to join you in that world. So don't worry.
Yeah, the only issues you have, guys, honestly, just from my experience, I've had it now since, it's probably been a year now. It runs off the internet. So obviously, when I just had my problem, I couldn't see anything.
Right.
Also, because it's buffering, you might get a few instances where some stuff might pause here and there. But I mean, to not have to pay $200+ for cable. I mean, of course, I can afford to do it, but come on, the name of the game is not paying unnecessary money. It's well worth that. I have no complaints. Last year, I watched, this joint literally had, I could even show y'all in the phone if I remember later. I have the NFL Network, then I have the NFL Red Zone, then I have 16 NFL channels, which means I can watch every single game. Same with the MLB, same with to have all of that, but watch the UFC fight.
Right.
I'm going to be honest, though, and I can't believe I'm saying this on air, but y'all know. I say it. It don't matter. I really want to know how this is legal. I don't think this can't be legal. Like, whoever's providing the service, because one thing that I noticed, the name of the company has changed for me twice in this year. And you'll text them and they'll send you another link to reactivate you. But this can't be a legal service. Even though we paying for it, it can't be legal. How is this possible? I'm just saying, man. But let's see if Kenyon is going to be correct in the Ohio State quarterback assessment, man. I hope not in this case, but when you told me that, I had never really thought about that, and I can't find one. I can't find an Ohio State, at least in the modern era, quarterback that has been successful. Not even has, one of. I'm talking about
serviceable. Just name me one that was serviceable. Not even successful is a higher word. That's the next level. I'm just saying serviceable. I want Justin Fields to be good, but think about it. That would be 1 out of what, 5, 6?
Yeah, it's not a good ratio, folks.
Nah, and part of it you could say is Urban Meyer. I always say that Urban Meyer system that he ran when he had those quarterbacks at Ohio State, which was RPO heavy, didn't throw a lot. I don't think it prepared him for the NFL, and the NFL hadn't really converted to RPO adding RPOs to their offenses yet.
Yeah.
So I think those quarterbacks that came out, because if you really look at it, Alex Smith was successful. He was the first guy that Urban Meyer had that he was number one pick, Alex Smith at Utah. And he, you know what I mean? He was, you know, they ran RPO. I mean, he took the same offense to Ohio State and ran the same offense. And Alex Smith was successful. But he's really the only one, because once he got to Ohio State, none of those quarterbacks. I mean,
somebody said Archer Manning.
Man.
Yo, see how far back you got to go? That's what we saying, bro. I never saw Archie Manning play football.
Archie Manning went to Mississippi, Ole Miss, man.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was about to say, see, I didn't even know. That's why I was like, maybe he did. I have no idea.
Archie Manning went to Ole Miss. His son went to the same school as him. Remember, Eli went to the same school as Archie.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And they have another one coming, the younger one that's in high school right now.
So far, guys, it looks like the internet is sustainable, but we're going to stay here on the phone because I don't trust it. The good news is what I was saying earlier is my mother-in-law had texted me saying that hers were out. We live in the same neighborhood. But when I called Comcast, they were saying that, it appears to be an outside connection. We're going to send a tech out. Tech can't come till Sunday. Mm-hmm. And y'all know I showed my butt a little bit. I said, look, bro, this not acceptable. For one, y'all were just here a few weeks ago. Y'all upgraded my modem, yada, yada, yada. What did you not see then? Like, I work from home. My wife works from home. My son is remote learning. We need y'all to be here tomorrow. But now come to find out, it might have been a global thing, and that works out better for us. But see, to me, I feel like they should have been able to see that. You should have been able to see that there's an outage. But whatever. I hope it's working. We got a donation, man. I don't have anything hooked up to the phone, so I'm going to do one of these. Thank you very much. Shadow Slayer, he says, Sim, we can now put the quarterbacks of the Steelers to rest. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Let's get us back on track. So, what you think about that, Kenya? Why would Mason Rudolph do that now as opposed to waiting?
Well, we could have put the quarterbacks to rest earlier today, because once that news came out, I was like, oh yeah, they're not drafting a quarterback at all. You know what I mean? And Mason will make that move because I guess Mason will look at it like, look, me and Sam talked about this. Mason might be the bridge. It's really the competition next year will be between Mason and whoever, but Mason will be the bridge, might be the bridge quarterback to next year. So, I mean, for at least for next year's season, and then the Steelers, if they feel like they can trade up in 2022 and they like somebody that they really can be in that position to get them, they may get a quarterback then. But the next 2 years are in play for quarterback. But Mason is looking at it like, hey, Ben will be gone. If Ben is gone, it's my shot. It'll be me. You know, it'll be a battle. And you know, I told y'all that the coaches like Mason. We try to tell you that they like him. And
oh boy, you see who just got picked?
Oh man.
Okay.
They wanted Surtain though. They wanted Surtain, man. They wanted him, but he was gone. So they had to. This is the next. Look, Sean Lee just retired. They got your boy Vander. They still got your boy Leighton.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. I don't think I got a delayed reaction. Hold on, bro. Are you telling me that we might see Jalen Smith, Vander Evan, and Parsons Micah on the field at one time?
Yes.
Oh my word.
That's a nice little linebacking core right there, bro.
Wow.
That's a nice linebacking core.
They run
4-3. 4-3. 4-3.
Oh boy.
And remember, he would be taking Sean Lee's spot. So if you have Vander Esch, Jalen Smith, and Micah. Oh, come on, man.
If you in the NFC East, y'all might as well put Tall Sweep in your pocket. It's not happening. All of them dudes can run sideline to sideline.
Yo, all those little flare screens that you like to run.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
And the thing about him is he can cover. So it's yeah. Yeah, that's a mean combo. Tony just said in the chat, that's a mean combo.
Man, that's crazy. What's up, Tony?
What's
Tony,
up?
hey man, if you can, you're welcome to come on in.
Exactly.
Just let me know.
Tony, my man. That's crazy. Sean Lee retired yesterday. Somebody's asking in the chat. So Sean Lee retired yesterday. He officially retired yesterday.
I think that's a dude too, man, that you can look back on outside of injuries. I think he carved out a solid career for himself.
Yeah, I think the injury slowed. I mean, if he never would have got injured, he got injured his first year in the league, and that's like it kind of like followed him. You know what I mean? But he had heart. Look, he's a Penn State guy.
Well, he gets replaced by a Penn State
guy. So interesting. Yeah.
4,
hey, man.
6. Good.
Hey man. Yo, if he'd have fell to 24, we'd have been doing some thinking, some discussion.
Yeah. So back to Rudolph real quick, guys. Let me give my assessment. Yep. I know we're going to be talking about these picks as they come, so we just try to be quick on them. I agree with what Kenya said. The only way I think I'll add to it, what I've kind of mentioned earlier, I think Rudolph, the only reason why you do this now is you feel like, look, we know Ben's leaving. I'm going to probably be the starter in 2022. And that's actually, I think I tweeted it to Alex Kazur because Alex was saying he was surprised. And I said, well, here's the only thing I think that makes sense. Rudolph is probably looking at it like, okay, that's my audition year. I signed a 1-year deal. Ben's leaving. I'm not letting nobody out, beat me. I know how the Steelers do business. They're going to go with ranking. I'm probably going to be the guy. And I'll put on the show. I'll get paid the year after that. Other than that, I don't know why he do it right now. I don't understand why he does it today. But again, like Kenyon has said, I think I've said it a few times. The Steelers organization are higher on Mason Rudolph than maybe us fans. And that's it. Or again, it could be exactly what he just said. Stopgap. Maybe they know the quarterback of the future is not there yet.
Yep.
And you secure a guy that's, a Landry Jones type of situation where, look, if we have to let him, rely on him to play, I think they're a little higher on him than they were with Landry. But, if it's going to be a year where it's a down year anyway, you're trying to find the next level and rebuild, why not bring a guy back that's used to the system? And there you go.
Yeah.
Now, if you're Dwayne Haskins, this should motivate you. A little something. You should feel like now, well, look, if y'all willing to re-sign him, the writing is on the wall. Ben Roethlisberger is probably leaving. Who's to say I can't be the guy?
Yep.
So, hey, what's up, Debbie? Miss Debbie, how you doing? I didn't see you earlier, but definitely want to say hello to you. Yeah, man.
Yeah, if you look at it like, if you're Haskins, you're looking at it like, yo, this is, now we know it's going to be a quarterback battle in 2021, 2022. And that's always a positive thing. You know what I mean? And as we said before, that them getting Haskins is really just a no-lose situation. Because if he doesn't pan out, and I just think the Steelers, if they, I don't think if one of those quarterbacks would have been there, but I'm just laughing because I just think about Antoine Hill the whole year talking about trade up and Trey Lance is gonna fall. Yeah. And I'm like, man, look, that was over with.
Fall all right.
Yeah, he's gonna fall all right. Fall to 3. Yeah, it's I'm just realistic about that stuff. And if you notice, this is the first. It was all offense until J.C. Horn went, and J.C. Horn, he really jumped Surtain, because Surtain was the
DB1,
the number one, DB1, and he jumped Surtain. So it's This draft is there's really been nothing crazy. The only thing I would agree with Simmons was been kind of perplexing is Philly trading up for Devontae Smith. I understand you need weapons, but I think I would have went with a defensive player. But it's a new coaching staff. You don't know what they really want to do, and so it's interesting. And Rashawn Slater essentially has kind of fallen because people were projecting him to like top 6, top 8. You know what I mean? So he's kind of fallen. Hey, Elijah Vera Tucker's still there too. Hey, look, man, Elijah Vera Tucker is at 24, so we might have to.
Hey, man, that's what I was telling my boy on the last show. He a Lions fan. I said, "Yo, your man's sitting right there." I thought, man, what we ain't talking about that. Let's get right to that. What was Cincinnati doing?
Man,
what's the thought behind that?
I don't know. You know who did that, right? Now you know who's campaigning for Jamar Chase, right? Mm-mm. That was Joe Burrow, because Joe Burrow was like, I want Jamar Chase. He was going on Twitter talking about it. He was just telling everybody he was doing all this stuff. Like, I want Jamar Chase, I want my guy. And I'm like, look, man, that dude is not gonna have time to throw you the ball. Now look, this is a deep offensive line class, so maybe they can find somebody. But look, man, if Penei Sewell is sitting there, you take Penei Sewell. I mean, he's a bookend left tackle, right tackle that will be there for the next 15 to 16 years. That's who he is. He didn't even play. I'm like, yo, man, you got to take him. But look, man, the Cincinnati Bengals, it's the Bengals.
It's the Bengals. O-line help for so
forever. But you know who he is? He's Anthony Munoz reincarnated, and you passed on him. You passed on Anthony Munoz recreated. Hilarious.
That's pretty stupid.
Hilarious. Chargers.
Oh yeah, Slater still there. Tucker. Jalen Phillips.
Now this is called a great pick right here. This is what you do. This is exactly what you do, Sim. This is exactly what you do.
Who they took?
Rashawn Slater. Now they have a stud quarterback. Now you get him a stud tackle. See?
There you go. Oh, that's a big boy. God.
One franchise want to come up. The other franchise, they doing it right in LA, man. They're actually doing it right. That's a big boy, man. Look at him.
One of them, excuse me, ladies in the chat, but I gotta say it. One of them girls, which one of them girls that's his girl standing beside him realized where he about to go.
Yeah, I know.
He about to go to Lala.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't mean no harm. I'm just saying, bro.
Palm trees and as Kendrick Lamar said, and I'm not gonna say it on Henry, as Kendrick Lamar said in that one song, and Sim know exactly what song I'm talking about.
Recipe, bro.
Exactly. So
3 W's.
3 W's.
LA something tough, man. Yeah, I hope they realize that. I say they because I don't know what kind of situation he got going on. America's a little weird sometimes. But hey, the boy about to go to La La Land. That's all.
All you can say is there are millions of prospects in Los Angeles.
Gee, look how far ESPN is behind on my TV. They just showing that.
Wow.
Let me go back to NFL Network. NFL Network was pretty. See, that's what I'm saying, guys. When you stream cable like that, sometimes, but there's other times I've matched it up to like Leonard will be watching and I'll listen on TV and it'll be, right there. But some other times it'll be real slow. Not often though.
As you were saying, I just thought about this. The Bengals coach is a Rams. Used to be the Rams quarterback. And one thing the Rams did back then was stack weapons. They wanted to stack offensive weapons around Goff. If you remember back then, they were trying to give him weapons. So he might be thinking, AJ Green's gone. They have one good receiver. Bring in Jamar Chase. Now you got 2.
AJ ain't been the man in a while though because of injuries. So It's like
AJ's gone. Right. So he's gone. So don't you need to replace him?
No Eifert. Yeah, that's true.
And they lost John Ross. Remember they had John Ross? He's gone.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, it's not a bad pick, but it's just I would have took the offensive alignment because I think I can get a receiver in the second. I can get a receiver in the third. I can get a receiver in the fourth. But they went for the best receiver in the draft, technically. The more surprising pick was the pick after Jalen Waddle going after Jamar. That was surprising. Minnesota has traded the pick to the Jets. The Jets have traded up. Oh my gosh.
Guys, this could be ugly.
I'm scared.
Now, this is what I wonder. Did they swap or did they keep both first round picks?
Well, if they traded up, they gave up that.
They had to give it up, right?
They had to get that pickup. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they picked Najee this early.
Nope.
Najee.
Nope.
Sorry, Najee. Najee. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Somebody said no. What happened? Did they get picked? Oh, they must be in the chat. They must be just talking about the trade.
No, they did. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this ain't a disrespect to him. Y'all know this, but I don't think you grabbed Najee. Where we at now? What is this? This gonna be the 14th pick?
This 14th pick. So they want to what? Yeah. No, you don't take it. The value's not there. They won't take him now.
I don't think you do it there. Which? Wait, Minnesota. Ooh, that's good for us.
Actually, that's a good thing because now you don't have to worry about the Dolphins.
That's all. Just the Dolphins.
18. 4 picks from now.
Good thing. So if the Jets get out the way, again, this is if y'all want Najee. I know everybody's not, y'all know how we feel. There's other backs that we can get. I'll take Najee. But it could be your boy, though. It could be Tucker.
Oh, yeah.
Could be your boy.
Jordan Mid is crying in the chat. So, Najee just got it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think
he's crying. He's crying.
No, man, don't worry yet, man. Don't worry, Jordan. Because again, I don't think at 14 the running back is flying off the board.
Wait a minute, but they could go O-line.
That's right.
They could look.
It might be Tucker.
It might be Tucker, or yeah,
or Slater. I mean,
Slater's gone.
No, not Slater. What's the other kid?
Jenkins.
Jenkins, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Jenkins will go. No, not at 14.
Who knows? What is the Steelers gonna do, man?
I know, man.
We talk about all these prospects. Who is it really gonna be, man? I really want to know who this is gonna be.
What is your gut telling you? Because my gut's telling me something else. So what is your gut telling you? Tell me your gut reaction and what your brain's telling you. Those are two different things.
There's a couple people still on the board, offensive linemen, that you thought had a chance to be gone.
Yeah.
Ackenberg. I mean, one of these dudes is still there. I think the Steelers might bypass running back, man, at 24 because somebody will beat it. The thing is, you probably can pretty much guarantee. I don't want to say you can guarantee, but it's a close guarantee that Trey Sermon is at 55 if you have to go that early.
I would guarantee that.
Williams could be there. You never know.
Could be. People are falling. People are falling now. So what does that tell you? When somebody falls, that means everybody gets pushed down. So
I do still think that they like Najee enough to where I don't think we can discount that. Gut feeling probably feels like they're going to stick to their script. And if that's who they wanted, that's who they're going to take. But as these offensive linemen fall, there's another big boy that play on the defensive side of the field that could be sitting right there at 24. And his name is Xavier Collins.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I might do that.
I might have to do it, man. If I know the offensive line is deep and I know running back is deep enough, I might have to do it.
If I can get Xavier at 24 and you telling me I go Trey Sermon round 2, round 3 get an offensive lineman, center or tackle.
great draft to me.
You know what I mean? Round 4, I can get Tommy Tremble. Round 4 with the double pick with round 4, I can get a cornerback, a slot corner. You know what I mean? If I can do that with my first 6 picks, yo. I mean, I'm just listening to Colbert. He said they didn't sign a lot of people, and they did it on purpose. They signed people, and people were wondering why they kept signing all these little. But I think they had a plan, and I think they're just going to go with, you know. I still think it's best available, but the question is my gut. My gut tells me Najee. My mind tells me you take Zaven. You take Zaven. You put him with Bush, and let's roll. We in the AFC North. Let's get it. You know what I mean? And let's have those 2 studs anchoring our defense for the next 6 to 7 years with Minka, with TJ. Let's go, man. And Zaven, to me, is a bigger version of Lawrence Timmons. Lawrence Timmons played inside, outside at Florida State. And Mike Tomlin changed him from an outside guy. Because remember, his first year in Pittsburgh, he was rushing him outside. He was rushing Timmons outside. Then they moved him inside permanently. And you know what I mean? And Timmons was a really, really, really good linebacker for us. So, and you need somebody opposite Bush.
And I just think about that wild formation we ran last year when we had, what was it, 5 linebackers out there?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
So if we trying to protect against the run, you got TJ on the edge, got Highsmith on the edge, and you put them boys in the middle with Vince, too, to protect the run. I'm just saying, you can load up like that against the Ravens.
Yep.
And let's do it.
Yep.
If you're going to beat us with a tight end, cool, but.
There you go, Sam. My boy, Elijah Tucker.
There it is. Okay, so I want to know. Let me see. I'm on the website. I want to see what they traded for. What was that trade?
What is the trade? Yeah.
Let me see. Does it show it? Draft.
I'll look for it. I'm looking for it. I'm just thinking about
the other night. I kept saying, I don't know why I was saying Zach Taylor. Zach Wilson is the quarterback. Somebody corrected me in the chat, and I was like, after the show, I was like, man, my bad. Who is Zach Taylor? Was he a coach or something? Where's that name come from? Somebody.
He's a coach. Zach Taylor's a coach.
Okay, got it.
Zach Taylor's a coach. Yeah. Zach Taylor's a coach. Let me see. The Jets trade number 14 and 143. So they traded the 14th pick and number 143 for 23, 66, 86. And so the Jets gained picks for this?
How?
Wow. The Jets gained the pick, bro.
But they ain't picking at 23.
No, they traded up.
Good. That's all I'm worried
about. Right. They traded up.
So I wonder who Minnesota would target at 23.
What do they need? That will answer your whole question. It depends on what they would need.
I watch a little bit of Minnesota, so I could be off here, but I'm just trying to eye test it.
They got a lot of stud running back, right?
Definitely got that. I think they got pretty solid receivers, especially the emergence of Jefferson. You could always use receivers, but I don't think that's first round for them. They probably need corners. I'm guessing.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I can't think of who their cornerbacks are at the moment, or safeties other than Harrison Smith.
Or edge. They need edge.
Maybe an edge. I can't think of who's out there. They got some guys on the front end that can rush, but I don't know if they have a legitimate edge.
Yeah, I guess the best guy on the board would be who's still there, Kwity Paye. He'll be first. Wait a minute, New England's picking. New England traded up, man.
Lord have mercy. Who they going to get? They going to get Xavier.
Man.
They about to get.
They might take. Oh
man, how New England get to 15 though? No. Did they trade up or no? They was at 15.
Oh, my bad. That's my fault.
They do need a receiver, but I don't know if it's first round.
They might take Mac Jones, man.
I keep forgetting he's out there.
Yep. He's in the green room.
That makes sense. Cam, even if Cam balls out this year, I mean, is Cam your long term at his age? Well, I don't want to say that because, well, I will say that. And the same reason why I said about Ben Roethlisberger.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy's style of play will age them.
I agree.
Cam Newton, I don't think he's going to be Brett Favre type.
Nah, he's not playing that long.
A Tom Brady type.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't Cam. I mean, even if you turn him into an in the pocket type dude, he's gonna be like Vic when he went to Philly. He'll have a year or two where it's good, but then it's gonna start declining.
Yep.
Because that's just not him.
Yep.
Yeah.
They did it. They just did it. Told you.
There it is.
Now check this out. Mac Jones, the situation that Mac Jones is in is the best situation for him. He'll flourish in that system. He will flourish in that system. Because I'll just put it to you this way. The one thing that he can do that Cam can't do, Cam is not accurate.
Yeah.
This guy right here, he's accurate. He's accurate all over the field. But I agree with you with Cam. I think Cam, he'll be like Vic, but you know, Vic had those accuracy issues too. But I would say Cam was worse than Vic as far as like making the that middle to the field throw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That throw you have to stick down in between. You know what I mean? In between bracket coverage, just somebody sitting in the zone. Cam had issues with that. He's always had issues with that. He had issues with that at Auburn.
He did.
You know? So. But this pick right here, I'm just gonna be honest, and I don't even like New England Patriots. I hate them. I don't hate anybody, but I dislike them thoroughly. But that's a good pick. I'm just keeping the 100.
It's a solid pick, man.
It's a good pick.
So they all gone now, right?
All of them.
The top 5.
Yep. All gone.
Trask falls out of the first round, right?
Yeah. There's Trask. There's a kid out of Stanford that people were talking about. I'm like, no. And I saw that kid play 2 years, but he's been off and on and hurt. I saw him play in high school, so I knew who he was. Yeah, and I don't think with the Steelers re-signing Mason just told me, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking if Dwayne Haskins has a solid year, they may re-sign him. And because I think Mike Tomlin thinks he has a steal. I really believe he thinks that. I don't,
think so too.
But he's going to have to prove me right. You know what I'm saying? Prove me wrong, I should say. I think he thinks he has a steal. I think he thinks he can rehabilitate him and turn him into a starting quarterback. A good starting quarterback. I think he thinks that. So we'll see if he can break the Ohio State curse. If you tell me if I had to go to Vegas, if me and you were going to Vegas and we had to place our bets on which Ohio State quarterback would be better, I would be going with the guy that went to Chicago. That's the guy that I'm putting my money on. You know what I'm saying? And this would be interesting. Cardinals is up at 16. We're starting to get into Najee Harris warning territory.
Oh, no, mercy. But the thing is, I don't even know why I'm reacting this way, because it's like if they pick him, oh well. It's of course other running backs. My favorite running back is still
right.
I just don't know. The only thing that would give me a little confidence is if we somehow knew that the Steelers really want to get one of the top running backs.
Right.
That's the only thing that would make me feel confident to say, man, if Najee go, maybe they pull the trigger on Williams. But we don't know that to be true. We don't know if that's the top ranked position that they want
on their board. Right, on their board, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I guess the question would be, our favorite running back is Javonte. That's the guy that we both have at 1. The question would be, I won't be butthurt if we don't get Najee. But the question is, would you take Tevin Jenkins or would you take Zaven Collins if available?
Zaven Collins.
Because you're thinking you can get an offensive lineman later.
Feel like we can get him a little later.
What about Landon Dickerson? Did that change your mind?
Yeah, man, because I still go Zaven. Because I'm afraid, and you shouldn't feel this way. Even, I've seen some doctors say, listen, that doesn't mean he won't be able to be productive, but it's a red flag, man. It's both ACLs, and as hard as he played, he gives me and this is not a direct comparison, but just so some of y'all who've been following us know why I say this. He gives me, when I watch him, I feel like how I felt watching James Conner. Meaning, Dickerson played hard, bro. Like, he is always going forward, motor running. It's bound to happen. It's more likely for him to get injured again than not, being as that he has the history.
Well, the dream is dead. So.
Oh, boy. Somebody just took him, huh?
Yep, the Cardinals. The Cardinals linebackers are going to be J.J. Watt, Zaven Collins. What's the kid out of Clemson they got last year that ran the 4.2? You know what I'm talking about? 6'4". They converted to linebacker.
Yeah.
They have him.
What's his name, man? Simmons?
They have him. Yeah, Simmons.
Yeah.
Man, if you're in the NFC West, yo.
Well.
Najee.
Sounded like well, it ain't, man. We got to see what's going to happen in the next 2 picks here.
Man, I want to say it.
Oh, man. Tony, man, don't cry too much, brother.
Yeah, I want to save him, man. Look at this guy, man. I mean, look, there's also Jamin Davis. That's the option.
Yeah.
Jamin Davis is the option.
Oh, so they did finalize it. And you did say that earlier.
Yeah,
they did finalize the deal.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, Mason Rudolph. Shoot, Mason Rudolph sitting back with his feet kicked up now. He's just thinking like, look, man, as long as Ben don't get hurt, I'm chilling. Yeah. I know what they not signing me to not play next year. That's probably what he's thinking.
Right.
Like I said, man, it's a smart move on his part if he's thinking from the perspective of, I'm not gonna go out there and get paid this offseason. Who's gonna pay me?
Nobody.
The last time people really saw me in action, it was with a not so good Steelers team. I didn't look good. I got injured. His best bet is to take over the reins for Ben Roethlisberger, unless there's this mega guy that we, another guy maybe from North Carolina that we might draft.
Guy from North Carolina that we might want.
He's gonna be the guy. That's your audition. That's your moneymaker. So I get it. But if he's not thinking like that and I'm just gonna stick around, I don't get why he jumps out of there right now.
And then also you have to look at him this way. Look at it this way. If he went on the market, he wouldn't get fair market value if Mitch Trubisky had to sign a 1-year deal and he was a starter for the Bears.
Right.
What does that tell you? Know what I mean? What that tells you about the market. And also, the last time Mason played against Cleveland, he played great.
Played good.
He played really good. So, as much as, a lot of us in the chat, a lot of the Steelers fans want to just toss him aside. If he played bad, you can't say anything. But he didn't play bad that game. You know what I mean? And you can argue he was making better throws than Ben was, in that game. So, he's a second-round pick. Nothing to lose. You have a former second-round pick and a former top 3 pick battling out for the quarterback spot in 2022. And as Sim says, if we're fortunate to get somebody like Sam, kid out of North Carolina, or if we wait to 2023, and 2023 is going to be some quarterbacks coming out, because there's always going to be a quarterback that we're not talking about. That's in college right now. That's going to bubble up next year. So when people say, well, this guy is going to be, you don't know because it's going to be somebody that bubbled up. Example, the BYU quarterback bubbled up. Nobody was talking about him. He bubbled up this year. So there'll be somebody else at a school that we're not thinking about. Actually, it's somebody that me and Sim talked about, and me and Sim was having a discussion about this. And I said, if he has another good year, he's going to be a first-round pick. Your boy from Ole Miss, I told you, is from California. You know what I'm talking about, right? And you like, I like him. You like, I like what he's doing. He has, that kid right there, because he has the tools. So,
what do you think about the Falcons taking Pitts, man?
Man, it's about to be
that coming.
It's about to be all Madden. If they keep Julio with now they did exactly what the Green Bay Packers should have did. Get Aaron Rodgers weapons, and you wouldn't be in this situation right now.
Man, what you think about that?
Yo, remember we were talking the draft last year, and I said this is the end because they started this stuff by not helping him, and what makes it worse? Because they got so far in the playoffs. They made it to the NFC, and you saw those warts did not show up until that game when they have, when they only had to worry about one receiver, and they didn't do, Green Bay was trying to pull the okie doke. They tried to pull the deja vu on Aaron Rodgers. Like Aaron Rodgers, like, man, yo, hold up, that was me. This happened to me. I dropped, and you drafted me for Brett Favre, and they tried to do the same thing. Aaron Rodgers was like, yo, I don't have to stay here. And he can force his way out. I mean, but he signed it was weird. His contract goes to 2024. But I think he's so disgruntled. I think he doesn't believe in them anymore. You know what I mean? And wants to stay there and do the things he's supposed to do. But that's interesting.
That's very interesting, man. I was to see that news, and I was looking to see. I mean, it could still happen. I don't know if it will, though, at this point, but I was looking to see if it was going to shake the draft up at all, if they would have offered a trade.
Right.
But what would it have been for? I mean,
right. What are you going to get for him?
They got the quarterback, you would think, already. So,
and I think Aaron will probably, I don't know if they try to trade him, they have to trade him somewhere that maybe he may want to go. But like we said earlier, if he went to San Francisco and San Francisco doesn't do the Trey Lance thing, yes, he gets to go back home. But Raiders on the clock. This might be who knows who this might be.
Man, they look at the Raiders. They kind of hit on them first round picks the last few.
Did they?
Kinda.
Oh, man, no. The Raiders, no, man. Man. Alex Leatherwood, come on, man. Alex Leatherwood.
Oh, no, man.
Come on, man. Let me just say this, man. Mike Mayock has made some questionable picks the last 3 years in this draft.
Yeah, I looked at those names again and was
right.
Like,
Remember, he picked Farrell early. He picked Farrell way before they. I was like, yo, what are you doing? It's like now right here, you take JOK. You take JOK if you're the Raiders. You plug him into that defense, and you roll it.
Yeah.
Come on, man. True. Come on, man.
I like the Josh Jacobs pick.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Henry Ruggs
is good. But Farrell,
no. Yeah, Farrell.
No.
Jonathan Abram,
I mean, he's cool, but he's not like,
Wow. Alex Leatherwood, okay.
All right, man.
Man, y'all gonna see it before me, so I'm gonna just.
It's a nervous time. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let him pick, and then I'm not gonna say that. I'll let Sim react.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say anything.
I won't even look at the chat.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
I won't react until I see it, and then I'll come back. Which would probably be, I'm estimating about a 60-second delay, maybe.
Yeah. Alex Leatherwood, man. Nah, man. Look, man, I got to question Mike Mayock now, man. I'm sorry, bro. And I like it. I like this combine coverage, but I got a real feeling he's gonna be back to doing NFL combines real quickly. Because I don't know what he's doing, man. Like, yo.
Jordan said he's terrified right now. Man, hang in there, man. Hang in there, brother. Listen, if we don't get Najee, but you know what? I'm not gonna say that to you because that's your guy. So I'm not gonna say don't worry about it. I'll just say I feel you. There's somebody that I'm really wanting it, and we get a chance, and somebody just take them right from under us. That's a big boy. Though. Look at him.
He big.
Good gracious.
But this reminds me, but that's the John Gruden thing. John Gruden always does this, man. He always, look, man, if you really think about John Gruden, has he ever really been successful when he didn't have, when he came to Tampa Bay, that was a ready-made team. Tony Dungy built that team. But when he had his own team, was he really successful?
Right. I got the same advice for, I don't know if the young lady who gave him his hat, I don't know who she is, but in case she is who I think she is, that boy about to go to Vegas. I'm just saying, listen, man, all the fellas out there, I'm just saying, I've been some places in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah. And you know how many times I've been there? That's like my third, you know what I mean? That's like my third spot. You know what I'm saying? That's a 2-hour drive, bro.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Pick is in. I'm not even gonna look at the chat till I see it. I'm actually refreshing my web browser. It's a little faster than my cable, but come on, show me who it is. Top needs: wide receiver, D lineman, offensive lineman, running back, and linebacker. Okay, let me see what they got for our needs. Offensive line, running back, linebacker, cornerback, tight end. That sounds about right. All right, let's see. Come on, what y'all do, Dolphins? Forgive me, guys. I'm not looking down at the chat yet. Till they show it. Who they took, man? Let me see. Show it to me.
You sound like Mystical right there. So.
Whoa. They went with the hometown talent.
Hometown? He from California.
No, I'm just, played him, right there.
Yeah, you're right. He played in Miami. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Sam sounded like Mystical right there. He was like, show me with you. I was like, yo.
That's what them girls gonna be saying. Man, Slade out in my life.
Alex Leatherwood in Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas is something mean too.
Jalen Phillips will be right at home. Yeah.
Man,
it's not. Yeah.
Man, oh man.
It's nothing like
Fellas, man, if y'all never been to Los Angeles, you single guys, do yourself a favor. Just go out there. You have to see it at some point in your lifetime. Spend some time there.
It's a world wonder, man. You know what I'm saying?
Not fair.
World wonder. Look, if Sim was single and Tony was single, we'd have to do that, and we'd have to do a nice little Colombia trip.
Oh no.
I'm just
You're like, buenos dias, welcome to this terrible town Tuesday live from Colombia. I am your Spanish connection.
Hey, I'll be learning so quickly. You know what I'm saying? You know Espanol? Hey.
Football?
Hey. Because I'll be on a straight mission out there.
Have mercy.
Yeah, Jalen gonna be all right. I mean, Jalen. You talking about living the charm life. I mean, you grow up in California, LA, and then you go to Miami.
I have to go to school in Miami. You got a taste of it. Now you about to be the man out there. That's a tough town. Let me see. Did he hug anybody? Oh, he just kicked. Oh, boo boo. Hey, boo. Let me just.
Yeah.
I just seen him plant you a little kiss. Let me just tell you now, if you're watching.
Nah.
Listen, this don't happen to everybody. Sometimes it just the school sweetheart and it works out. But I'm just saying.
LeBron did it.
Yeah, he did. But just be prepared. Just be prepared. That's all I'm saying.
It's possible.
The only saving grace that maybe she has is he's already been in Miami. So, yeah, I don't know.
Sim is correct though. It's if you have a relationship I would not advise you to move to Los Angeles. And I'll just tell you a quick story. We had a friend that moved out here. He played football. He was All-American. He had a girlfriend, college sweetheart. They were together 3 years. He played for New Mexico. He moved out to Los Angeles. I'll never forget. He moved out to Los Angeles. We went out, and I called it. My friend said, "Yeah, that's my friend." I said, "Who's that?" That's his girlfriend. I said, "Oh, that's not gonna last." And he was like, "What you mean?" I said, "It's not gonna work." And he's like, "What you mean?" I said, "Okay, watch." 6 months later, he was single and ready to mingle. He was like, man. I told my friend, I said, "Dude, you can't come out here, man, and be like a halfway pretty boy, and then expect that, and then you think it's going no."
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there in them streets, man. And listen,
So,
because we got our lovely ladies in here, it go both ways now.
it sure does.
I say the same thing. Sometimes, like girls that are friends of mine that I grew up with, like, yo, let me tell you something. When you get out in the world, I know you like homeboy now, but you're too young. I used to always say that. Listen, do y'all talking to a guy who broke up with somebody? I even told my wife this. Like, she laughs at it, but it's the truth. I felt like I met somebody at 19 that I think if that person would have been the same person down the road, easily somebody that could have married. That early, I was like, yo, this is it. This is what happened. We both decided we was going to go kind of separate ways. She was going to go to college, this here, and I'm going to go here. I was like, yo, we're going to have to break up. She was like, wow. I said, listen, I'm not going to play myself like that because I already know. Now, if we happen to reconnect later in life,
right. It was meant to be. It was meant to be.
19. Let's not even fall into this fantasy.
Right.
I don't want you to hurt me hurt you. Like, let's just part ways and move on.
Right.
And thank God I did. I went out in the world, experienced some things, and you know what I mean? So it goes both ways.
Look, I applaud people that stay in relationships and get married. I think it's dope. That's my own personal opinion. I think it's a great thing. I always tell people, I say it's just different. It's different, man. I grew up here. It's a different dynamic. You know what I mean? Now I have friends that are married that grew up high school sweethearts.
Kevin Samuel. He a wild boy, man.
Yeah, it's and as Sim knows, what I used to do, it was even worse. So it was kind of like, come on, man. And that's on a nightly basis. That's nightly. So I always tell people, you gotta be really strong-willed, and believe in love, as Josie would say.
Yeah, man. Listen, experience the world. Like I said, that goes for both men and women. Experience some things, man, before you. I mean, listen, don't let me detract nobody. If you I know people who've been together since high school, they happily married. I mean, it happens.
Yep.
But I would just recommend get out, see the world, have some experiences. There you go.
Redskins selected Jamin Davis. So he's gone.
So okay. There's another inside guy off the board, huh?
It might be Robert Spillane.
Might be.
Just keeping it 100. Maybe that's why you re-signed Vince Williams. At least you have, Might be Robert Spillane.
Trying to think, man. Could the Redskins have used something else there? Excuse me, Washington.
Yeah. Do they have? Well, they have. Well, I mean, see, the best receivers are gone. So I mean, I guess you get depth later.
I'm not familiar with their linebacking core though. So maybe this was. We know one
your boy.
guy.
Yeah. I would take Jamin Davis over Boston.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's actually, if you really think about it, that's actually a great pick. Tell Leonard his team picked a good player, a great player. You tell Leonard I said that.
Leonard, and y'all, for people that don't know, the reason why we always joke with Leonard, Tony was his son-in-law before I was, right? And the story is that there was a point in time where he was a Skins fan. He's from DC. Why not? I get it. But then all of a sudden, and here's the story. And Tony can chime in here. The story is from his daughter, Tony's sister-in-law, and Tony's wife, and others. He was always a Washington fan. I hear he had a mantle.
Wow.
And everything. I was told by his son, who's a diehard fan, they had all of this, right?
Wow.
So then the story is when I came around, everybody started hearing more talk about the Steelers.
Wow.
But then Tony said, no, I do kind of remember him talking about the Steelers, but we finally got him to admit, and for his reason, I gave him a pass. He finally admitted that a long time ago, there was a time where Washington wasn't really into, black quarterback or black players and things like that, and it kind of rubbed, back in the day, a lot of the fan base the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
So he told us that was when he stopped following them and he started following the Steelers. Okay, fair. But the thing is, the reason why we picked with him was he never would admit to the fact that he liked Washington. He never, and it be times where we watching a game and Washington on the other channel and go to commercial. I'm like, dude, and he always talking about Washington. I'm like, I don't care about them.
Look,
all I care about is the Steelers.
I'm sorry. I know you, y'all family. I get it. You got to do all that stuff. We not family. So let me just tell you right now, he is still tender to me. He's not a pretender. He is still tender. You can't be rooting for the Steelers and switch over and switch allegiances. Look, man, it's levels to this. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers fans that acquired them later on in their life, and they're just they're the fair weather fans. We know who they are. And then there's those people who are born Steeler fans. Whether it's your father taught you, your brother, your mother, or somebody like me who just picked them randomly and just stuck with them forever. I could have picked the Cleveland Browns and been loving them forever and been diehard. You know what I'm saying? I just happened to pick Pittsburgh. So he is a steel tender. That's the new phrase. Steel tender. Not pretender, steel tender. STEEL.
Oh man.
So that's it. You can't man. No.
Oh, my man Luke, what you know about that mumbo sauce? What do you know about mumbo sauce, Tony? Said he had some mumbo before on some wings. That's a DC thing, man.
Yeah.
And it is amazing.
Yeah, I gotta try that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But I always tell people, if you come to the DMV area, and Tony is my witness, the DMV is pretty much considered Northern Virginia, PG County, Maryland, and DC, right? If you ever visit that area, if you go anywhere outside of that and they try to serve you some mumbo sauce and it's red, that ain't it. A lot of places try to give you the fake me out. They use like sweet and sour. No, that's not it. It's got to be like a burgundy reddish color. That's that real mumbo. And it's one of them things on wings you can't miss.
I just thought about what you said. The other place that people can't go to Arizona. Arizona is another spot, man. You can't.
See,
that's California transplants, bro. You don't. That's LA transplants. You don't want to. You know what I mean? Okay. It's 100 degrees the whole year round. You remember your boy's crib last year? The coach. You remember his crib last year?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, McVay, right?
McVay. No.
Or was it one of them dudes?
No, McVay is the Rams coach. It's what's my man? Starts with a K.
Kingsbury.
Kingsbury.
Yeah.
Kingsbury. Yeah, you remember his crib? You know what I mean? That was a straight trap. You know what I mean? You don't even, somebody say you don't want to come out to visit. You're like, okay, I'm coming out here.
That house was nuts. Yeah, I didn't know about Arizona like that.
Oh man, yeah, Arizona. Yeah. It's hot, but they gotta.
Oh, that's right. Caleb Farley ain't got a pick yet.
Caleb Farley essentially failed.
Oof.
That injury history is.
I can see the Titans or somebody grabbing them though, maybe.
Yeah, they did lose 2 corners.
Yeah,
I mean,
Titans.
would you take that risk though on somebody like that?
A back injury, man. Oof.
You know, if your back is messed up, it's hard to get back, man. I mean, even if for a young guy. I mean, remember, Lamar Willie was a factor in why he fell off. So
somebody said, what about Ben's Chili Bowl? They dope. Let me tell you something. One thing about Ben's Chili Bowl that I didn't like when I used to go there. I thought their fried game wasn't good. Like, to me, a spot like that, your fries got to be on point, bro. And people that know food, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, them spots that got those.
Yeah.
Ben's Chili Bowl, they're so famous in D.C. The chili is good. The chili dog was good and all of that. But, especially when Obama started going there and people from outside was like, oh, got to go. It's good, but the fries, it's just, y'all know what I'm talking about. You've gone to restaurants and it's like a side that you like, huh, this is it? Like, here's another example. I've always felt like, even though they're okay, I feel like Chick-fil-A should have gone away from them waffle fries a long time ago.
My man be critiquing the menus.
They gotta do better than that. And I don't really eat a lot of fast food, but I have, but it's like
that's funny.
They just gotta do better. Oh, let's see what the Giants get.
They got your boy from Florida. They got Kadarius Toney. The Giants putting little weapons around, trying to put some weapons around Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I ain't mad at that.
I'm not mad at that. Nah, I'm not mad at that. They need receivers, man. They need another guy. And this guy is explosive. I really like him. But
is he more of like a slot, you think?
Yeah, he's a slot. He's not an outside guy.
Ooh, 4-3-7. Okay. Oh yeah, look, he playing in the slot right there.
Yeah, he playing in the slot. Yeah. And he's you see how he's dynamic. Once he gets the ball, so you have to.
Oh yeah, number one. I did peep him when I was watching trash.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a nice pickup, though. He's probably the fourth best receiver. He went where he's supposed to go.
Yeah.
He went where he's supposed to go.
Tony said he's still look. The waffle fries is cool. They cool, but they don't hit like that. At least when I was eating Chick-fil-A, they won't hit them like that.
You know what it's like? It's like I always tell people I don't eat McDonald's no more, but the one thing that they do have that you can never deny is they were the masters of French fries.
Man,
it's the one thing they perfected over there during their whole franchise history. If you go to McDonald's and you order fries and you get those hot fries that they just took out of the oil and they put they put that salt on it, you know what I mean? They put them in you get those fries?
Man, listen. Pair that with the Chick-fil-A food. I'm telling you, bro. I don't know. But yeah, Tony, what you think? Am I off with the Ben Chili Bowl assessment though? Oh, speaking of chili, it's a place I went to, and I'm sure you know about it, out in L.A. And I went to the first one. People was telling me what's it called?
If you can remember the name, I've probably been there.
Yeah, they known for chili burgers, and like outside, it's like
Is it
that
Tommy's?
old school, Tommy's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was a spot, man. That was a spot.
Was good.
Yeah. It's not healthy for you, but if you want some, Tommy's. But look, man, LA, Tommy's is cool. The only place I wish if I knew you and it was still around, I could have taken you to. It's in the hood, but I would have taken you to there. We'd have been safe, but it's still the hood. It's this place called Chris Burgers, man. Oh, Sim, you're not listening. They make listen, man. They make a pastrami burger, bro. They make a pastrami burger there. They used to make a pastrami burger there that I'm talking about, Sim. It melts in your mouth, man. And they give you a bag. They give you a bag of fries, man, for $6.50. You get the burger and the fries for $6.50. It was in the hood, man. It was the spot. I mean, we used to just brave it and go. I mean, I grew up over there. You know what I'm saying? But when you get older, it's like you gotta think about those things. Going on Crenshaw Boulevard.
That's the thing about LA, bro. Even when the spot where I went to Tommy's at won't even like the best. But it's funny, see.
But you went to the original one, right? So that's over there on I know exactly one you was on. That's over there on the original one is over there. Yeah, that's the hood, but it's really not.
But it's
kind of like,
it
depends on what time of the day you over there.
Hybrid, yeah.
It's a hybrid, yeah.
But LA is wild, man, because the first time I went out there, I did an Airbnb situation.
Okay.
And listen, y'all know I ain't about this and that, prejudice or nothing. It's just I'm speaking facts. Bruh, this spot was like it was like I was in Little Mexico. It was wild out there. And again, I love all people, but what I'm saying, so y'all get my point, I was like, yo, am I good? Because, you know what I'm saying? I don't see nobody else. I mean, I'm talking about that joint looked like Vatos out there, bro.
Right.
And I'm like, man, what is but everything was cool, but I'm talking the homies was out there.
Right.
With the ducks on.
Yes.
Back. I'm like,
yes. And the thing is, they don't play. Like, it's not like you go over there. Like, and I tell people that's not from. I say you can get food and thinking you're safe, and then next thing you know, you're not. And it's kind of like I always tell people. I said, I don't think people in other states knew about LA until like they saw like Colors first, and then Boys in the Hood. So when they saw Boys in the Hood, it was almost like I think people saw and they said, oh, I didn't know it was this side of LA, because all you ever saw LA was like Hollywood sign.
No.
You know,
and that Hollywood sign is the fake me out too, man.
Right, it's the fake you out. So you grow. It's like it does nothing for you. But I always tell people. But I always tell people there's two LAs. There's the LA they show you, and then there's the real LA. And there's two different places, two different spots. You know what I mean? So like, where I grew up at, I grew up like in Inglewood. So like in Inglewood, you have like certain streets are cool. I live by the Forum, so certain streets are cool. And then you go on the next street, and it's like a danger zone. But it doesn't look like it. You know what I mean? Like all the houses look nice and trim, but it's, you know what I mean? But you're in the hood, but you don't really realize it. And I always tell people LA is, I just think people didn't know. You know what I mean? And I think, with the advent of things that were going on, I mean, I say every city has a hood. Every city has their hood. And I just think that you don't underestimate any spot. And I just think all of them are bad. Projects are projects everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like, I tell people it's like Compton. When people say, well, you've ever been to Compton? It's like, I grew up over there. You ever been to, Watts? I was like, I used to run those streets. I mean, I was, but I always tell people, you trying to get out of there. That's why you see most people, you try to get out. You don't want to be there for a long period of time. It's not.
Where I was at. That joint, I was like, yo. But
if you told me the city, then I would know exactly.
I can't remember that little area was called something though. I just don't remember.
Was it a mix? So you were over there? All you saw was like was Mexicans was over there. That's all you saw.
That was it. I mean, it probably was a mix. It probably was some El Salvadorians, and you know what I'm saying. But it was
right.
Holmes was out there, bro. It was them. They was out there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, look, I know that the game. I know about. My radar was up, and I'm just like, yo, I know LA is a little different.
Yeah.
How they feel? They think I'm, they realize I'm a visitor or whatever, or but everything was fine. But like Kenyon said, man, even like there's parts of Hollywood that ain't even, man, because my very first time to LA, I got to see all that.
Right.
Man.
Yeah, that's the first thing you do. You know what I mean? But what's weird? Hollywood is different now than even last time you came. Because they kind of switch. Well, if you look at it this way, you remember when when they were protesting, and me and you were always talking when they were protesting a year ago, but they were changing Hollywood then. Like Hollywood is, they're trying to make it. It kind of looks like a West Coast version of Times Square. They're trying to make it like that whole little strip area, and they're kind of building stuff over there and all this other stuff and whatever. But Hollywood is there's two sides of Hollywood, man. It's if you come out here for a certain reason and you expecting one thing, you get another. You know what I mean? And it's just two different worlds. You know what I mean? But when you first come out here, you sightsee. you look for stuff and go see stuff, and you got to hit all the spots. Like I know Sim hit all the spots. He, you got to hit Roscoe's. You got to go check this and that. Those are all spots you got to go to.
Point.
Yeah, whoever comes to LA, you got to go to Roscoe's. Like if you don't try their chicken and waffles, then
Oh, Quiddy Pay.
Yeah, Quiddy Pay. Or if you've never been, if you don't go to farmers market, like you gotta go to farmers market, see what that's, get the fresh food and the fresh seafood over there at farmers market. Go try that out. There's just certain things you have to do when you come out here. But when you come out here the second or third time, you can venture into some different places. So you really gotta, like you say, if you know some people, you can be straight. But if you come out here, and in Sim's case, come out here Airbnb, and you don't know where you at. Oh yeah, Sim was on some.
Man.
Sim was on some. Sim had a lot of faith in himself because that's
yeah. And the thing is too, man, it's like you got to know how to peep game wherever you at. But it's like there's some dudes, when I was doing the EA stuff, I remember, that's when Tinder first hit. Some of the young boys, they going to meet joints. I say, yo, man, y'all ain't this LA, bro. Like, and I'll never forget, they came back to the hotel. At this time I was in a hotel, and they was like, yo, man, we went to the spot and we walked in like this little courtyard. The chicks that we was with was walked past this dude. He slapped her. I said, and look, the one boy was from Philly, so he know what time it is. He said, no, he told the other dude, yo, let's go. That ain't a good look, bro. Let's get out of here. And I was like, you better be glad he was with you because you out there green, you about to get got.
Yeah, and that would have escalated real fast. You know what I mean? That would have escalated real fast. You know what I mean?
She knew him, and she was about to do her job of luring you to the spot.
Yep.
Run that.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? It's I always look at it like, look, hey man, you just gotta be careful. It's like if I was somewhere else, gotta be careful, man. You have to know your surroundings, bro. Always tell people, always have my head on a swivel. It's just the way I was brought up. So,
Tennessee, think JOK? You think?
O-line? Wait a minute, they got Bud. Pass rusher?
Yeah.
Would you add to it? Wide receiver? AJ Brown, Corey Davis, Jonnu Smith, who's gone.
Yeah, I don't know. I do think they need a corner too, though.
Corey Davis is gone though. The only one that's there is AJ Brown.
AJ Brown, yep.
Do you go wide receiver or do you go corner?
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I mean, we forget now, man. Out there, still Stokes is still sitting there.
So is Newsome.
Yeah.
Northwestern. What about Rashard Bateman? They need another receiver.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know where they go. I don't know if they need offensive line help as much. Not 100%.
Who's coming off the injury? Their left tackles come off the injury, right? Their franchise left tackles come off the injury.
They had some issues in the playoffs.
Yeah, right.
Oh, shout outs Luis D. As y'all can see, I'm streaming off the phone, man, so I don't have my applause and all that. But thank you very much. Let's read your comment. He says, "Hey, hope you and your family are doing great. Who you have your eye on? Who's still on the board for the Steelers?" Not so much my eye on, because the guy I have my eye on, I don't think they're going to pick him. But I think it's still Najee right now, looking at how the draft unfolded. He's probably – we keep saying that, man, but it makes me wonder, what is the Steelers' plan? I wish I knew. Do they feel like they have to get one of the top running backs now and come back later and get offensive line, or do they feel that, again, me and Kenyon both have talked Trey Sermon. Do they feel like, all right, so we don't hit in the first round, let's get the offensive line? Because right now, there's a tackle. Tackles are still sitting there.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm I would really consider, like, if Tevin Jenkins is there, I might say, yo, draft him. I'll get Trey Sermon in a second. I might be able to get Javonte Williams in a second.
No question.
Because I'm thinking of linebackers, the only one, I mean, Nick Bolton to me is Devin Bush. He's not, I wouldn't, you know, I mean, I probably wouldn't draft him there. Fairly might be there. I mean, Titans. I don't know what the Titans. I mean, they lost receivers. My thing is, do you pull the trigger on a receiver?
Yeah.
I mean, Rashard Bateman is a big receiver. He's 6'2", big guy. So you pair him with AJ Brown. I mean, you lost Corey Davis. We're about to find out.
Texans pick is in.
We 2 away.
Man, who we picking?
What about if JOK still there, man?
Oh, man.
Man, look, JOK, man.
That's going to be hard to pass.
That's hard to pass up, bro.
Hard to pass, man. What if we pull a I doubt it, though. But what if we pull a Ravens move when they got Lamar? We somehow sneak back in the first.
Right.
Come back in at the end.
Come back in at the end, yeah. Straight back in, yeah. I would be open to that. Hey, look, they said they were open. So if they open, expect the unexpected.
Well, I'm sure Kansas City wouldn't mind. Or let me see. Who the Buccaneers?
No, Baltimore. Baltimore 31. Baltimore 31. If you want to pull, but we jump back in, you got to jump over Baltimore.
Oh, that's right, Baltimore.
Remember, Baltimore made the trade with Kansas City, and they got 31.
Oh, who the Baltimore got their eyes on, I wonder. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, brother.
The Titans took Caleb Farley.
There it is.
Cornerback.
I thought they might do that, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, because they definitely need the corners. You can see that.
Right.
Your man, what's your man?
Yeah, they lost my boy from USC. He left. He went to the Giants. Dory Jackson went to Dory. Dory lost Dory. And they lost Malcolm Butler. They lost Malcolm Butler.
Been the same. Yeah,
Nah.
Okay. I'm happy for Farley, man. He still made it into the first.
Yeah, he dropped. I know he's happy to be picked, but he dropped. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at his tape, he's a stud.
He's a stud. Oh, I gotta tweet my boy here. My boy Azor. He's a Titan fan.
Oh, okay.
He put up here. He had put on Twitter, man, more Farley options. You got one of them.
Yeah.
Look, they're gonna be dropping the phone right there.
Sam went old school today because the internet was tripping.
Yeah, man, and it's been fine here lately. I just didn't want to trust it.
Once they show itself, it's like it's going to stay on for a couple of hours before you start leaving in that again. So.
Well, hopefully tomorrow we'll be back.
Yeah.
The way we're supposed to. Probably tomorrow, just to give everybody a heads up. I'll try to start a little closer to our pick since the plan is to just watch both second and third.
Mm-hmm. Second and third.
So I'll probably wait until we like 2 picks out or something. So it won't be so long.
You know what? To be honest with you, I like Farley going to the Titans. I think that's a solid pick. And now that I think about it, that's when the Raiders should have picked him. Look, I don't know what the Raiders are doing.
Yeah, I don't know what they was thinking.
My boy just texted me. He's a diehard Raiders fan, man. He has tickets. He has season tickets to the Las Vegas for this year. He just texted me and said, "Man, we got a good pick." I said, "I don't know who told you that, but don't ever text me again saying that nonsense because I'm questioning Mike Mayock. I'm questioning, man. Nah.
Yeah, I don't get it, man.
Nah, they're picking where they should be building. They shouldn't have took old boy Farrell last year. They shouldn't have took and they shouldn't have took this kid. They shouldn't have took those guys. Like, I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know.
Luke said Mumbo sauce on the show tomorrow. Nah, man, I don't live in DC. I don't live in DC, brother. I'm in PA.
What's the food spots in LA? I mean, the food spots in PA. Where you at, man? What's good?
Ain't much here centrally where I'm at, but Lancaster, people familiar with that. They got some spots out there.
Okay.
Trinidadian spot that's ridiculous. But a lot of times we'll still go back down to Maryland, DC from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like this central location here in York, they don't specialize in much. Philly ain't too far. Philly about an hour and 20.
Okay. Yeah.
And obviously steak and cheese in Philly, but
that's you can't. Yeah.
Yo, have to go to the hood though.
Yeah. See, there's no difference.
Go to Geno's and all of that.
Yeah.
They're good, but you got to go to the spot.
There's no difference. It's weird. Is this like when you came out to LA? You said you went to Roscoe's. Which Roscoe's did you go to? The one on one in Hollywood or the one on Pico? The one in LA? Because there are like 4 Roscoe spots. There's the one on Pico, in Los Angeles, and then there's the one in Hollywood.
It probably was Hollywood though.
Yeah, it was smaller. It was smaller, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to explain where I was at. This was when we were staying at what's that hotel right there? Lowe's? I think it's the Lowe's.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
And we was able to walk to Roscoe.
Okay, so you went to the one right there. You went to walk, the one on Gower. You went to the one on Gower in Hollywood.
Must be, yeah.
Yeah, it's the one on the side. You walk right up in there. It's like it's usually sometimes it's a line, but sometimes it's not. But that's like the tourist spot. But the one on Pico in Los Angeles is the one where it's like it's kind of closer to the hood, but it's like you'll see like celebrities there. You know what I mean? You see celebrities at both spots, but you'll see celebrities at that Roscoe's on Pico. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I went in there one day, walked in there, and Denzel was eating. So I was like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So so you'll see, but Denzel's been to both. I know Denzel say he goes to both. We used to go to both, but after a while he started like, y'all order out. He's Denzel. They just bring it to his house.
They had the one I went to. They had the picture of. They had some people in there. They had not Denzel. Obama's picture in there. I was in there. Deion Sanders' son came in there.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
And the crazy thing is that later that night, I ended up meeting him because EA threw a party at that time. I don't even remember what year it was. It was the last time they made NBA Live. They threw a party.
Okay.
At the hotel, the top of the whole, the rooftop joint. He was in there. And for whatever reason, he started talking to me and my man Smitty. And I was like, yo, I just seen you today. He said, oh, yeah, I did see you. Because I first saw him. You know how sometimes people look at you.
Right.
And he just happened to glance, and I just gave him the head nod. Like,
keep moving.
Like, yeah, I know who you are.
Right.
And yeah, he's a cool dude, man. Really cool dude.
That's funny.
Yeah, really cool. Somebody said York, PA. Yeah, York, PA, man. That's where I live. Harrisburg. He said, yeah, we got nothing. Look, Matt, if you are into Indian food, go to Bollywood. Bollywood in Harrisburg. Really good.
All right. It's on, fellas. The Vikings selected Christian Darrisaw off the tackle. That was another one I would have took. It's on now, Sam. It's on. It is on.
Najee. They never say Najee, man.
Look at Jordan. Where's Jordan Mid at? Jordan probably losing his mind. Jordan is giddy. Jordan Mid is giddy of his chat. He probably just ecstatic. You know what I'm saying?
Like, why you say no? Or you wanted Darrisaw?
Yeah, Darrisaw.
Soul food. Yeah, I love soul food. Kevin Turner. I wonder if that might be my brother-in-law. If it is, what up, Kev? If that is him, that's my wife's brother. Obviously, if he's my brother-in-law. Well, not obviously, because Tony's my brother-in-law, and that's through Leonard.
Exactly.
But yeah, and he threw a thumbs up. So if that's him, Yeah, he know about the Bollywood. He actually put us on to it. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Between my wife, his sister, and his wife, we ain't got to go nowhere to eat, man. I mean, bro, they some cooking. I mean, they some cooking foods, man. I'm telling you, they are, and I'm not even bragging. Like if that's the right Kevin, he'll tell you, they are cooks. You know, here's the difference. I know how to cook, right? I can follow instructions, or I could just say, I'm gonna cook this.
Right.
Cookers be cooking that exotic stuff. Like the way their minds think, I would never think to cook that.
It's a skill.
And I'm like, see, because my wife get on me all the time, like, you should cook sometimes. I say, yeah,
Sim,
babe,
Sim, the pick is in. Sim, Goodell is at the podium. Goodell is at the podium.
Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me see.
Okay.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna shut up.
It's already in the saying it's on the clock.
Yep.
On the NFL
No,
Network.
pick is in. Pick is in.
Oh, there you go. Pick is in.
Pick
I'm
is
not
in,
even
bro.
gonna look at the chat.
Pick is in. Steelers pick is in, bro. Steelers pick is in.
I'm not even gonna look in the chat and see if that was Kevin's. Maybe y'all can let me know. If he comments again saying, yeah, this is me, then y'all tell me. But I'm not looking at the chat. I'm not looking at Kenyon.
I'm not looking at yeah.
I'm about to refresh this browser. And when I see it, we gonna talk about it.
Woo.
Pick is in. Who is it gonna be?
Sam, what is
it's gonna be Najee, man, because it's still like, why they put the pick in so fast? Who else could it be that is so fast?
It's like they ran up with it. It's like they ran up with it, man. It's like, yo.
It's almost like Tomlin and why am I holding my hand up the block? Just don't look down. It's like Tomlin and Colbert was like, he's still there.
Let's go. They're like, let's go.
Now, honestly, without giving it away, who else will we pick? Who else will we put the pick in so fast for? Right here at this spot.
JOK?
Oh, yeah. We just talked about the JOK. Acklenberg.
Tevin Jenkins.
Tevin Jenkins. Yeah.
Here we go. Everybody shut up. Here we go.
Oh, with my towel. I got to get the towel. I'll be right back. All right, I got the towel. Let's see who it is. Steelers fans, we here, man. Let's see who it is. Is it up on the site yet? Najee Harris.
That's why I say that.
No surprise there, folks.
That's why they say that. That's exactly why they say that.
Look, man, I told y'all who the pick was going to be in Madden when I drafted him a few months ago, didn't I?
Yep.
Look at Coach T. All right, Kenya, let's discuss it, man. Hold on, let me watch a few highlights, then we'll dive.
Hey, Jordan Mid, look at Jordan Mid. Jordan Mid just getting it's Christmas. It's Christmas with Jordan.
Hey, I ain't mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it.
That's funny.
Look, I'm going to turn this up so y'all can hear how delayed mine is. There it is right there. Hey, man, the pundits was right, huh?
Yep.
But listen, on a serious note, and then I'm going to throw it to Kenyon, and I'm sure we're going to keep bouncing it back and forth. We said it Tuesday. Najee Harris is Le'Veon Bell.
Yep.
Right? Maybe the Steelers felt like, look, man, we hit on Le'Veon in the second round. He plays just like him for the most part. He could be him for us. Let's take him if he's there. And maybe that was the idea because Colbert kept saying offensive line is deep. It just made me feel like if who's perceived as probably the 1A, you could argue ETN.
Right.
It's hard to pass that. Now, I know from a fan standpoint, I feel like my love for my man Williams.
Man.
Man, I just wish, man. But listen, how can you be upset with Najee Harris? How?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
That is Kev. What up, Kev? Yeah, man. I was trying to tell him, Kevin, man, we really don't have to eat nowhere, between our wives. So, but yeah, Kevin and his wife are foodies as well, man. So it's probably some other places around the area that they know of that I don't. Oh, another little Thai spot in Lancaster, Rice and Noodle. It's another good one. And this is for the local people. Anybody who's in the York area, Harrisburg, Lancaster, just a couple things to throw out there at you. But yeah, man, look, Najee, because he doesn't like not. Let me say that to the people who's listening. He came out and said one of the things that upsets him the most is people mispronounce his name. He said it jokingly, but he was serious. He says, "Listen, my name is Najee. It's spelled Najee, G, not J. So I'm gonna try to cover it and call him Najee." So there you go. And thank you, Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm about to use your don't be mad at me, but I'm about to take this thumbnail and I'm going to use it for this stream.
It was.
So how you feel, man? I mean,
well,
we knew
we kind of knew it. Yeah, we kind of knew it was going to happen. And if you want to be honest with you, if you look at the way the picks went, Trevor Lawrence, the first two picks, we knew where they were going, and you kind of knew if he got there at 24 that Najee was going to be the pick. Pittsburgh showed too much interest in him. They loved him. They loved his interview. They loved all the things he brings. And like Sim and I said, he's Le'Veon Bell 2.0. I shared a picture to Sim and Tony of him working out with Adrian Peterson, and you saw the distinct difference in their body types. And Adrian Peterson is a beast. But if you saw Najee's legs, you were like, yo, it's just tree trunks. But we kind of had that feeling. Look, Sim and I, we love Javonte Moore. We just think Javonte does a lot of stuff. But I will be honest, Najee was my second back. And actually, I had Trey Sermon ahead of ATN because of the way Trey Sermon plays. But Najee plays like Trey Sermon. I mean, he's a better version of Trey Sermon, essentially. Look, they took the best player available on their board. We don't know what would have happened if Zaven Collins would have dropped. But it really shows you that Zaven Collins' value was bigger than we thought because, the Cardinals took him 6 picks earlier.
Yes, sir.
So Zaven Collins, when we first started scouting him, hey, he's a lotto, as Tony likes to say. He's coming in a lotto. So I like the pick. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm not angry. I'm not super over. I just want to see what they're doing. To me, I'm worried about what they do now. This pick is like, okay, cool. Now let's see what you do after this, because I want to see what you do with these other picks. It will tell a lot. It will say a lot about us. So, I'm interested in that. Do they try to find a cornerback? And do they try to find an inside linebacker? There's a lot of inside linebackers. Do they try to find an edge? Do they try to find this? Now I'm thinking the center, second round center. You can start focusing in on Landon Dickerson. Quinn Mertz, who might be there. He's a guard switching the center, but I'm looking forward to that. And so I guess tomorrow will be even more, because tomorrow will be more picks, so we even have more hype. With what we're picking, we're on here tomorrow. But I'm cool with it. I'm great with it. I'm cool. I guess my question to you, Sim, is what direction do you think they're going to go? Since I laid out where I think they may go, what direction do you think they will go now?
I got a feeling. I know we keep talking tackle,
right?
But it's funny, man. You hear me and Kenyon always say you got to read the tea leaves sometimes with Tomlin and Colbert. They don't always tell you, but if you read the tea leaves, you can get an idea. He said tackles are deep, but I don't necessarily think they go there right away.
Yeah.
I actually think in the second, I think now they go get the center.
Yeah.
I think that's who it's going to be if we go offensive lineman in the second round, which I think obviously we will. because this was kind of the order that I said we both been saying for the longest time. It's going to be running back and offensive line. The order, we don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
But now that they've taken Najee off the board, I think now there's a chance. Looking at the way the draft is going, one of Kenyon's darlings might be there. You know, Josh Myers might be sitting right there in the second. Dickerson, possibly. It's tough with them two, though, because, you know, they're probably considered the top tier guys.
Right.
So, like you said Tuesday, whenever the centers, there's going to be a run at center, and it might happen before 55.
Yeah.
But there's guys, man. I think the center is where we're going to look next. But, you know, leading up to it, it'll give us a lot. It'll tell us a lot leading up to 55 who's still sitting there on the offensive line. But I think that's where we go in the second round.
Yeah. I mean, do you think we'll attack defense tomorrow, or do you think we may not attack defense and then wait till day 3? You know, like in that 4th round, you know, 4 to 7. You know, because you do have 2 picks in the 4th. I mean, them picking Najee and me means that they're going to load up on that run game with spots, whether that's a tight end that can block, you know what I mean? Tremble, somebody like that. If Freiermuth falls, do you take a Freiermuth if he's there at 55?
Let's not forget. I was about to say, man, you just hit it on the head. I know you love Tremble. Tight end is in play, man.
Yeah.
If somehow Freiermuth ain't, you know, because again, the benefit of him, I don't know how many GMs feel like Colbert or they're looking at last year as a wash or not.
Right.
But because he wasn't so productive last year, it could push him down the board. And he might be sitting right there at 55. And offensive line is rather deep, man. I mean, we can still get him 3rd, 4th round. But I do also like what you said. Let me see who's coming in here. Jaguars, real quick.
They got ATN.
Okay. Wow.
But that new offense with Urban Meyer's trying to run, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Trevor Lawrence is playing with his college running back.
That's a lot of that going around, ain't it?
Isn't that a lot of that going around? Burrow gets his guy. They're trying to compare him to Alvin Kamara. He's not Alvin Kamara. Don't do that.
Who am I forgetting, man? Who was that running back last year?
The Jaguars?
Was it Fournette still? No.
It was the rookie. Remember, he was a guy. He was the undrafted kid. Was it Josh? I forgot. I can't think of his name, but remember, he was really good.
Yeah, that's right. Because Fournette was with the Bucs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, because I was trying to figure out if this made sense for them, but I guess. I mean, they already got their, you know, the top pick earlier.
Yep. And Urban Meyer values running back depth. He likes running backs, multiple running backs.
That's crazy, man. And like this to me is crazier than the Burrow and Chase. They just played together.
Yeah.
They coming in together like that's nuts.
Yeah, thank you, Chad. James Robinson. James Robinson, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so they
James
probably
Robinson.
needed one. They probably needed a back.
Yep.
To answer your other question, man, I think I like to see us go defense in the first 3 rounds, so that would be tomorrow. I mean, it's probably like you said, with us having 2 4ths, there's probably talent there.
Mm-hmm.
But depending on who's there in the 3rd or 2nd, it wouldn't bother me if we went defense. Because there's still holes there.
Yeah.
There's still a couple holes there that we have to fill. Or, you know, is the slot guy that you're looking for, is he available in the 4th?
That's true.
Very possible.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Because I like the kid Dwayne Estridge out of Western Michigan. I love that kid. So I wouldn't be opposed to and Cobra did say the wide receiver depth is big in this draft. So the Steelers may draft a wide. Look, the Steelers will draft a wide receiver. It's the one thing that they do great: linebacker and wide receiver. It's like they're excellent at it. So, and I guess you could say on the low, offensive line. I think they can find offensive linemen. As Sim said, when you read those tea leaves, always listen to Cobra when he says there's depth at certain position. And in my mind, that tells me they think they know they have at least 5 or 6 guys they can get at each position. You know what I mean? Like whether it's edge, offensive tackle, center. Hey,
Yeah,
I'm with it. I mean, there's a kid out of Houston that's making the rounds. That I've been hearing about. I heard about him on Steelers Depot, but also heard him on this other thing that a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't watch him. I think I should have watched him, but there's a kid, so I don't know. Maybe they get somebody to add to with Alex Highsmith, and but as we told you, Alex Highsmith is going to be the starter. They weren't looking for an edge to replace him. They were looking for somebody to be the third guy. So,
Cleveland
Browns, huh?
They okay?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Shadow Slayer said, thanks for the donation too, man. He said, what about the safety from USC? I'm assuming he's talking about your boy.
Oh, Talon Hufanga.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just gonna be honest with everybody. Talon Hufanga is a weird case. He can either go in the 3rd round or he can go undrafted. I'm just telling you. That's how they're looking at him now. And it's primarily because he didn't run. I mean, he ran a 4.5, which is great, but he didn't train and work out with all the other prospects. He just trained with Troy. And I don't know how NFL teams look at that. But all you need is one team that likes you. And would I take Talon Hufanga in the 2nd? No. Would I take him in the 3rd? Maybe. Would I take him in the 4th? Yeah. But yeah, that could be an option. And it could be in play if they don't pick up Edmonds' 5th-year option. They picked up Minka with the quickness.
Yeah.
They haven't picked up Edmonds. So, Cleveland Browns got Greg Newsome. They got another cornerback.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. I see somebody, shout out to the Pokemon. I keep forgetting about Creed Humphrey, man.
Yeah, Creed Humphrey.
Yeah, somebody else. That could, see, what Cleveland?
Greg Newsome.
Cleveland be going after them corners sometimes.
Yeah.
I ain't scared of them, though.
No, I ain't, no.
I like, Ward, Denzel Ward.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Nice pairing right there.
Yeah. Well, they picked up old boy from the Rams, cornerback.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, they got him in free agency. So they're trying to load up on get that pass defense together. You know what I mean? But like I told people about Greg Newsome, he's kind of a zone corner. He's good, man, but he's not great. He's more of a zone corner.
Yeah.
Off man. You see how, if you watch the little tape they're showing, he's good at that, but he's not. I didn't like him for us. And I guess that Asante Samuel, if you pass on Asante Samuel at 24, you're an idiot. Yeah, I guess that wasn't true. I told people you don't pick Asante Samuel at 24. You just don't do it, and you just don't do it. So that's Sim's squad, and he would concur.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't think he goes in the 1st.
I don't see it. So
durability concerns for Newsome, huh?
Yeah. And I don't know how much of a playmaker he is. Like, I'm with you, Sam. Look, don't forget about Stokes.
Man, yo, he ain't gone yet.
Don't forget about Stokes. Yo, I would take Sam. If 55, if I don't take a center, man, I'm not opposed to taking Eric Stokes, bro. I am not opposed to taking Eric Stokes.
So where did we rank him as far as corners? Is he right in his spot? Is he 4th, 3rd? Because did we expect? Yeah, maybe.
Did we expect these four to go first?
To go Farley.
Right.
Newsome possibly, but I'm just wondering, do you feel like that Stokes should have been one of the three of those guys, or is he kind of right where he's supposed to be?
I think he's right where he's supposed to be. I don't think he's as. I wouldn't put him above J.C. Horn. I wouldn't put him above Farley. I wouldn't put him above Surtain. I wouldn't put him above Newsome. Him and Asante Samuel is a discussion.
Yeah.
Tony
just said that Colbert and Tomlin are on. I'm gonna definitely watch that once we
wrap. Watch that.
That's why I wish I was on the computer, because y'all know I could just share the tab and we could all watch it. But I figured we'll finish out the first round. Why not? What time is it? 11? Yeah, ain't too late. Might as well, man, just to see how this thing gonna unfold. If there's anybody that's gonna trade back in.
Yeah, I guess Stokes might be there at 55. I guess the debate is, would you take Stokes, or would you say I need a center and I need to do that?
Not if you think you can get him later, as far as the center. Or, I mean, who knows, man? You know how the Steelers sometimes are stubborn. They might feel like, look, we're going to get the best guys, man. BJ Finney might have to be our guy. Who knows? It's possible. If you're
trying to rebuild that line, though, bruh. Yeah. I mean, you're basically saying. I mean, look at it this way: there's only one returning Pro Bowl starter on that offensive line.
Yeah. Yep.
And I like Chooks. I don't think Chooks has ever had a breakout year, but if Tom is saying he's the left tackle and he's going to give him a shot, and Chooks more comfortable at left tackle, okay. Zach Banner at right tackle, Dotson at guard. He'll be a future. He has a future All-Pro in him. And DeCastro, what spot do we really most need to fix?
Probably center is the most immediate. Given that, just given by default.
Right.
Because, you could kind of, I hate to say it, but you can kind of take the Mason Rudolph approach with the two tackles.
That's true. You're right.
See what we can, let's try to see what we can get out of these guys.
That's right.
But, and, I keep forgetting that Chooks was, he was a left tackle.
Yeah.
Out. So
he's a left tackle. Yeah.
But.
And as I told you, Zach played both. So, like, at USC, he did both. He played left and he played right. So him playing right tackle for him is not, the transition is not the same. He probably more comfortable, But for Zach, getting his second chance, he just has to stay healthy. It's about him staying healthy. And the other guy we forgot about, Trevon Moehrig from TCU.
Oh, yeah.
Safety. Somebody's going to get somebody. Somebody's going to get somebody.
Ricky Triplett says, Sim Kenyon, what it do? If you get a chance, check out quarterback from Alabama A&M, Jill Glass, 6'4" and roughly 215. He's in the SWAC championship game this weekend. I value your opinion. All right.
Okay.
We'll take a look. What year is he? Is he a junior now?
Yeah, what year is he? Well, he has to be. Was he coming out next year?
Oh yeah, he could be. It could be a sophomore then. Maybe.
Yeah. There you go. There you go, Sim.
Oh, let me see. The Ravens did something. Let me see what they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to give him some weapons.
Shard Bateman. All right.
Yeah.
Somebody said they should have took more.
But he's small. He's small.
Yeah, I think
they already got that. Yeah, they already got that.
Okay, Bateman.
Bateman was nice. Bateman is nice. I mean, I watched a couple of Minnesota games. He's really good. They're trying to get Lamar weapons. I mean, if they sign Lil Billy after the draft, that just makes it,
Lil Billy. And somebody else corrected me too. They said Villanueva would more than likely be the right tackle for them, not the left tackle.
Okay, you're okay. Yeah, exactly. You would because of
the Stanley.
Staley had left and he got hurt. Yeah. So he's coming off the injury. So really, it's a depth thing because Staley's coming off the injury. That's a solid pick for Baltimore. I mean, I personally don't care about Baltimore, but that's a solid pick.
Ooh, double move.
The interesting team that's picking to me is really the Saints. Because what do they really do? They lost Drew Brees. They're going with Jameis and or whoever wins that job.
Okay, say he's a redshirt junior. All right. Jill. Let me go back and get his name. Glass. Jill Glass. Let me write this somewhere. Oh, I'll just note it here on the computer.
Jill Glass. Let me see his draft profile. It's AJIL.
AGEEL is the way he spelled it. Lord have mercy. Look at that. Lamar Jackson, Dobbins, Bateman, Hollywood, and Andrew. Oof.
Alabama A&M. That's what we played for.
So heads up, Steelers. I'm going to go till midnight. So it should be done by then. And if it's not, then oh well. But I'm going to shut it down at midnight. At least chill out for about 30 minutes to an hour before I put it to bed. Decompress a little bit. But let me read the chat, man. I don't think I got a chance to check on y'all. Everybody give me your thoughts, man. Give me your thoughts on the pick of Najee Harris. Good, bad, or indifferent. Did you expect it? Is it a surprise? Are you surprised he was there? I want to hear your thoughts. I'm going to read something really quick, man, that I saw. What's his name? From Steelers Depot post, Alex Kazor. And he's absolutely right. He said, man, Steelers don't appear to do smoke screens. It's like they make it very obvious when they like a guy, you know it. Devin Bush, clearly when we picked him, and it's like and the whole Najee talk. So they definitely don't seem to do a good job at hiding who they have their eyes set on.
Well, they don't have Bill Nunn anymore. It's not the old school days when they didn't tell nobody. You know what I mean? They didn't tell anybody about their picks, and just came up. They don't have him anymore, so it's not the same.
And apparently, there's a report out there. I just saw Jason Locken-Ford put out there. If Harris was off the board, oh man, I don't even want to read this. I'm gonna get depressed.
What is it?
If Harris was off the board, UNC running back Javonte Williams very likely was the pick. The Steelers love both of them. And I don't want to say I'm depressed because I like Najee. Trust me, I like him. I hope at least he's going to be great. But it's always something special when you like a guy and you felt like you scouted him and then the team actually drafts that guy. Mm-hmm. That's always an interesting feeling. Like, so if we would have landed Williams, man, I would have been over the moon.
Yeah.
Najee's cool, man. I mean, no question. I'm excited about Najee.
You and I loved him. We both loved him, and we had him number one. and just watching him on tape, and to be honest with you, I was excited to watch him, but then I even got more excited when you started watching him and you started hitting me up.
Man,
It made me have to go back because I had already done the Javonte thing. You know what I mean? I already knew about him, so I was trying to like get somebody else. And one of my boys saw him was at the went to lives in Miami. Told me, he was like, "Yo, you watching this game? The Miami North Carolina game."
yeah.
And so my thing is for you, when you start watching him and you start getting hyped up, I was like, it's made me more hype. And as we said, tape don't lie. That first dude rarely gets. They just don't get him. He doesn't want to fall. You know what I mean? But Najee, you could argue it's the same thing. And I just think Tomlin likes those big. He wanted a big bell cow back, and that's what he wanted.
Okay.
And maybe if Anthony McFarland's not on the roster, maybe they say, well, we'll go Javonte. Javonte, you know what I mean? So, but I don't know.
All right, see, most people like the pick.
Oh man, that's the guy I was telling you about, Sam. The Saints just picked him up. That's the guy I was telling you about.
Oh, hold on, let me see.
Yeah, this is the guy I was telling you about from Houston.
Oh, the Houston kid. Okay.
Yeah, this is the guy I was telling you about.
All right, Saints. Wonder where Green Bay going.
Green Bay is like, yo, we got so many problems that the pick doesn't even matter at this point.
Drama City out there.
Oh man. All right, Patrick Turner.
Tony says he hopes the O-line comes together because I want to see a little bit of Derrick Henry-like play in that backfield. Yeah, man. I think Najee has a chance to be a stud, but we got to block him.
Yep.
Got to block it up, man. If we ain't blocking it up.
Don't matter.
And don't y'all turn on this pick so fast. If it turns out that he's not doing well, we obviously know it ain't a talent thing. So
somebody's going to turn on.
Oh, they're going. Oh, see, I told you we shouldn't have picked him.
It's the nature, man. They can't help it. So I always look at it like, we have him now. We should get excited and look forward to see what else they do to see if they can keep building this run game back up. That's all you can do. And I just think one of those Notre Dame guys is going to get picked by us, whether it's Liam Eichenberg dropping, whether it's there's a guard on Notre Dame that they like too, that's converting to center. Him also, Tommy Tremble. They like those pedigree kids, man. They like those top school kids. So, that's another guy. So, if you want to get the running game back and you want a guy that can be an ace back and also play tight end and has untapped potential, he has some drops. It's Tommy Tremble. Freiermuth, I like him. He played a couple of games this year, but he got hurt. But when I watch Freiermuth block, he's not sudden like Tommy. He's not trying to kill people like Tommy Tremble. Tommy Tremble's trying to drive you into the ground. And to me, those dudes you need. It's almost like when we were watching Dotson and me and Sim was going back and forth. Like, man, you watch this, or did you see this block he put on this kid in college? We get hyped. We got hyped. That's how when you watch Tommy Tremble, that's what you say. And he's a tight end. So, if you can develop it as a pass catcher, great. But I'll be honest with you, I want that guy because I just think you can't teach that type of blocking.
Nah.
The willingness to want to block like that. So it's
that's a mentality, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing with one of the things switching gears a little bit at receiver. That's what I like about Juju, man.
Yeah.
Hines had the same thing. You can't those things. That's
can't
just in a player.
Yeah.
You can't teach that. That's the want to. I'm gonna help at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
Put my body in the line. Like those them dudes I like.
Yep. I mean, I agree with you. I think you need a mix. You know what I mean? I think you need a guy like that. You know what I mean? But then you also need you can have a finesse guy as long as he's quick. And that's what, that's what Deontay is. Deontay is almost like your pretty receiver. And then Claypool was like the, he can be a bully. But as I tell people, I was like, he has bully potential. And once Claypool gets that route tree even better, he can be better than that. You know what I mean? Claypool has the same issues that he had when he was coming out. Which is like his route running wasn't super great. He could only run certain routes. And Pittsburgh utilized him like that. Deontay can run all the routes. His thing is concentration, catching the ball, holding on to the rock. Juju, when people that's why Sim was on you. When people trying to get on Juju, I'm like, yo, when it's 3rd and 8, I know where the ball going. When it's 3rd and 10, I know where the ball going. I know who can actually catch that ball. And that's Juju, because he's willing to go over the middle. So
I just noticed something, and I don't know why it's there. Why is that VSIL 117 comment stuck right there?
I don't know.
I'm looking. I'm in the in the little room.
Man,
why is that? It's been there the whole stream. It seemed like
we just lost our boy, man.
Oh, there you go.
We just lost our boy, man.
Oh man, hold on. Don't.
We just lost our boy, man.
Don't even tell me.
We just lost our boy, man. We just lost our boy, man.
Not to the Pack.
Come on, man.
Dang. I ain't mad at it.
Man, Stokes is a man. Stokes is
mad at it for the Packers, man.
I'm not either.
I was hoping that wasn't who you were talking about. I knew that's who you was talking about. I like that for them, man.
I do too. I can't lie. Yeah.
Dang.
Man, this dude right here, man. Talking about liking somebody.
Bad boy.
Hey, man, there's still some cornerbacks. Look, Robert Rochelle's still out there. There's some guys out there. I like Stokes.
Grab a cornerback we don't know. You watch.
Yep.
Or Asante. You never know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, man, Eric Stokes.
Stokes, man. And Stokes is willing to tackle. That's another thing. That's another thing I like about him. He's willing to hit you. Dang. The only thing I feel good about this is that these are people. Some of these guys that are going are guys that we scouted. So like I feel better, like we actually on the right track with some. You know what I mean? With some of these kids.
Yeah.
So,
well, even looking at the highlights, do y'all see how tight he is in like he is in your hip, bro.
Man.
Technique. He might get called for that particular play they just showed on the league.
Right.
Hooked him a little bit in the red zone, but I'd rather that than giving up the pick. I mean, giving up the touchdown.
And the thing is, you got makeup speed, and that's something that you really can't teach. That makeup speed. You know what I mean? And I don't know how many guys gonna get separation from him. I mean, because as Sim said the other day, they weren't throwing to his side.
Nah.
Like, they were throwing to the other side. Right. So they were, what does Buffalo do? Buffalo is a rising squad. Do they go? Yeah. Do they get another playmaker?
I don't know what they need, to be honest. I don't know what they actually need. Man, who's going to get Javonte Williams, man? I'm wondering where he's going.
It's going to be in the second round.
I wonder what team is he going to land on.
You know what it's going to be like for you, Sam? Wherever Javonte goes, and they're not playing Pittsburgh Steelers, you're going to care about what he's doing in the game. You're going to watch him and cheer him on. It's the same thing I do with Michael Pittman. You know what I mean? As long as they're not playing us, you know what I mean? And I watch him in the game, I want him to do great. You know what I'm saying? Because while you locked into Javonte, I was locked into Pittman. I had Pittman 1, I had Claypool 2, and as you said last year, if Pittman would have failed to where we were at, they would have probably picked Pittman. You know what I'm saying? But he was gone. And so
I just hope he don't go in there, come in the AMC. I don't want to have to see that dude, man. Like, where it matters.
Right.
But if you think about it, all the dominant teams, or I'm not even gonna say dominant, but the teams that you would expect to be somebody in the AFC, they probably already good.
Yeah.
They don't need a featured back. I mean, no. Buffalo got Singletary.
Buffalo. But if I add Javonte,
my God. Yeah. Baltimore straight.
Cleveland straight. Kansas City.
New England.
Yeah.
I can see them going somewhere like that.
I agree with you. What about Cincinnati?
Yeah. I mean, Mixon gets nicked up.
Yeah, right.
They let what's the name walk?
Right. Bernard walked. And
most teams try to be at least 2 to 3 deep. So Cincinnati could be one. But I don't think they do that in second, after
I see what you're saying.
taking the receiver that early.
Right.
But who knows?
That's an interesting question. Where does this kid, Jason Owe from Penn State that ran the 4.3 40 at 6'5", 255, where does he go?
Where does he go?
My problem is he had no sacks. And people say, well, it is a big deal. If you can't get sacks in college, all those measurables mean nothing to me. You know what I mean? So it's you shouldn't be going over.
That sounds like a New England project too. Belichick get something out of you.
Right.
But come on, get these picks in. I can wrap it up here. And there go the phone once again.
Yeah, man, you got that. Was 2 picks left? It's only 2 picks left after this. Let's see.
Oh, I see Shaw talking about Javonte possibly going here to Buffalo.
Nope, that didn't happen.
Let me see. Refresh.
That didn't happen.
Oh, okay. They took the other boy.
Now, Gregory Rousseau dropped because he didn't play this year. That's a fact now. We know that now. He dropped to where he was because he didn't play. He sat out. And I think teams are penalizing. Not even penalizing. They're just not going to pick those. You know what I mean? Their value drops. So what Cobra was saying is correct.
Jumping off of the tape when I was watching Miami.
Yeah.
What Rajon say? I welcome them. Oh, y'all talking to Tony about something. Man, they actually picked Najee Harris. That is a trip. But here's the thing, fans, Steelers fans. I know y'all been waiting for the Madden stuff. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's been tough, man. It just don't keep my attention, man. And I've tried. Maybe what I might do if it comes back. The only thing that's going to save it and try to keep my attention a little bit is if I end up doing it again with somebody that's going to make a roster, this whole roster.
Yeah.
After the draft. Maybe, but I'll be honest, man. MLB The Show got me. It's a much better game. And even this time, I don't have as much time.
That's what you playing right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't have as much time either, man. I got other stuff going on. I just wish if the game was what it's supposed to be, man. I could really intertwine what we do on Tuesday with the game. That was really my vision, but you can't really do it with Madden. You just don't have the depth.
Until they fix the, it's sad that I'm watching you go through this with Madden, seeing the fact that I'm older than you. So I was there when Madden, I had Madden when it was actually had depth. So I understand what it was like. It's like
Glory
before I
days.
even left the glory days. I can remember those days, and I'm with you. It just makes you not want to, and I haven't picked up. I don't play video games like that now. Like I tell you, I only play one thing to relax. And that's Spider-Man. So, so that's all I do. So, when I do play. So, but other than that, nah. It's I think that if the depth came back, I guess maybe I would. You know what I mean? If they had some, I would probably see what's up. But that depth is, it's almost like an arcade game now.
Yeah, it's important, man. You don't have that. I mean, that's that glare from that light. Y'all see my unfinished basement? Ain't got no ceiling up there. Got the floors done though. Wash and dry back there. TV on the wall. Got my son little basketball game back there. But
Oh,
we actually
man.
getting it done. It's funny, man, that we getting it done. The guy, the people who are gonna do it, the contractors are gonna do it, is so busy. They can't get it. We have a date set for September the 8th.
Wow.
And that was from we set the date like a month and a half ago. That's how busy they are.
Wow.
But yeah, man. All right,
Shadow in the comments. I do not have a PS5. That has not happened yet.
Yeah, it's hard to get them, man. I lucked up.
Yep. You look back on it now, I was like, Sim, you talking about, that was, matter of fact, applaud your wife, because that's who did it.
A miracle.
You know what I mean? that was, you look back on it now, I'm like, come on, man. I've gotten it in the cart, and I could never get the transaction. So
Bang. That's what was happening to me.
I look at it like, I'm not tripping. I'll get one when I get one. And really, it's all about them being able to manufacture more stuff and that manufacturing that chip, because that's really what's holding it back. My friend works at Activision. He hit me up and told me that it's that chip. That chip it's inexpensive, but it's like hard. You know what I mean? It's just to replicate it. So until they're able to get production on it, you're going. It's a scavenger hunt to get a PS5, or until you're able to walk into a store and until
they just on display at all times.
Until you can do that, it's
Wait, who's up next? Oh, Baltimore.
Yeah. It's only one more pick. It says it's Baltimore, then it's Tampa Bay. That's it.
Yo, so JOK is still on the ball.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Well, some people say they don't know what position he's gonna play. I'm like, he can play nickel linebacker right now.
Yeah.
He is light. He's only like 218. I guess how much weight can he gain? Would he lose his speed?
Right.
Because I remember, how big was Lawrence Timmons? Lawrence Timmons was like 255 when he came out, and then he lost weight to he got to like 230. That's when he moved to inside linebacker.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can. I guess you. Yeah.
Heavy when he came out.
Yeah.
Boy, got that grill in.
Man.
You can tell you hear how he sound, how he talk.
Yeah. You can see
Florida boy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Jalen Phillips went ahead of Gregory Rousseau.
Man,
yeah,
I
those
told
people.
my wife this morning, man. Crazy thing is, I said tonight, 32 people would become millionaires.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the young boys.
Yeah. Me and my friends always talk. My friend and I, we always talk. My friend played basketball overseas for like 9 years, man. He was like, man, we was born in the wrong era. I was like, man, I was born in this era right now.
These cats out here getting bread, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And I can get that, and I can sit out. Nah, man. They cats be missing games now. I'm like, nah, man.
Man, what's the temperature out there with the fans in LA, man? They watching the Lakers slip keep slipping? Is there any expectations among Laker fans? Do they really think LeBron comes back, there's still a chance?
Yeah, they're delusional, man. Lakers fans are like what I call they're like, they're kind of like, like some Steelers fans where it's like but you understand it. They've won 17 titles. So it's a different, they're spoiled. And they think LeBron come back will be straight, but I'm like, look, it takes you 20 games to get your legs back, bro. Anthony Davis does not look right now.
No, he don't.
And I'm just saying this: if they run into if they fall to the 6th spot and they have to play like the Clippers in the first round, the Clippers gonna beat them. The Clippers will beat them because even though Kawhi's out, they're still playing good. You know what I'm saying? So when he comes back in, it's not, it's not gonna be the same transition. So it's, and Bron, look, man, I keep telling people, look, when you get older, you cannot recover from those little nicks, those injuries. They become more major. Kobe went out on Achilles as he got older. You know what I mean? It's harder to come back. And, so I don't know about the Lakers, man. My personal opinion is that when they lost, the mistake the Lakers made was they got rid of Dwight Howard. They let Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee walk. And what they did for them last year was protect the rim better than what Andre Drummond's not a shot blocker. So that's why he even got yacked on like 2 times in a row the last 2 games. You see him get posterized. You know what I mean? But Dwight Howard and them, that's all they do. Oh, the Ravens got old boy. So Jason Owe, Penn State.
Okay. All right. Ravens. They went with the edge. Okay.
They're no.
Sophomore? Redshirt sophomore. Okay.
Redshirt sophomore. Nick Bolton's still out there.
Nick Bolton's still out there. My man from Georgia.
Yeah. You like Monty Rice, too. You like him.
I like him, man. I just don't. The more I like him, you give me more reason to why maybe he's not the best fit for us because it's. If you look at the roster, right? If you look at the roster, obviously there's going to be a Devin Bush and a Vince type.
Right.
Or Robert Spillane type. So if you look at it like that, Rice could do it. But what we were hoping for was the difference in Devin Bush in the opposite direction.
Right.
David.
Right.
And I don't know, that dude ain't out there.
Right.
So maybe, at this point, we're just looking for a solid tackler.
Well, let me look at this list real quick. The kid out of Ohio State still there. I would take him.
6'4", 257, running a 4.3. That's just the stuff crazy, like that, man. Shouldn't be allowed. That ain't fair, man.
Let me see. Tackle. Who's the kid? This is who's left. Jeremiah Owosu is still there. Jabril Cox-Mellish still there.
Oh, Surratt's still there too.
Yeah, Sean Surratt, Pete Werner, Baron Browning, Ohio State. Remember, that's the kid that when he played, he flashed. But remember, he wasn't playing every snap. And remember, we were like, why he's not playing? Why he's not playing every snap? Yeah.
I gotta watch some more. I want to get some real film on him because I remember when I was hitting you up, and I'll honestly, openly admit, after watching a game or two and I didn't see him that much, I was like, man, there's other people I need to watch. To me, that felt more important. So I backed off him a little bit. But I do need to go back and take a look at his snaps.
Yeah. I mean, when you watch him, he flashes. The Buccaneers got Joe Tryon. Remember Joe from Washington? They got Joe Tryon.
Oh, gotcha.
And to the pass rush.
So that wraps the draft, man.
That wraps it up.
Good night, man. We had a great night tonight. This was a good night. And like I said, we'll come on tomorrow and plan is come on a little bit closer to 55, unless we trade up, and then if we do, by that time we'll have to hurry up and start it up, and we'll talk about it. But the plan will be is to but stream second round pick, third round pick, and that's what we'll do. Since it's Friday night, it might be a couple times where I pause for a moment, walk upstairs, But one thing I did want to say here, I'm looking at a report here. They said that Marcus Peters visited Najee Harris's Zoom, and he said Peters had been telling him all night, I'm going to be playing you twice a year. So everybody knew the Steelers was going to take him. There you have it.
Marcus Peters. Well, you know why Marcus Peters said that, right? Because they're from the same area in Northern California, Oakland.
Oh, okay.
They're from the same place. They're kind of close to each other. Yeah. So he probably saw Najee when he was young. You know what I mean? Because Marcus been in the league for a minute. So he's been there for. He probably knew who. Yeah, he probably knew who he was. So, I don't think Najee wants that. Look, I don't know if Marcus Peters wants that smoke.
Nah.
I don't know if he wants that 6'2", 230 coming at him. I don't know if he wants that smoke.
No, indeed. But all right, folks, this wrapped up right on time, man. I'm going to go chill out for a little bit before I lay it down. Appreciate everybody coming through, especially some of y'all, man, that did the cross viewing. Some of y'all were in the other stream when I was on with my man Smitty, and we talked about Detroit. But we're going to go ahead and end it for tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Of course, Kenyon, I'll coordinate with you, let you know when we're ready to get going.
Sure.
Well, yeah, man, let's be happy with what we got tonight. And it's going to be even more fun, I think, now, the next two rounds, and even beyond that, us trying to guess where we going. But all right, man, y'all be well, be blessed, have a good Friday. And remember, you get through that, and it's the weekend.
Exactly.
So we see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night. Peace.
Peace out.